All right, welcome to part 4 of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Solar System. We today are going to be finishing up our guide and we're going to learn about our next little assignment called a Hitchhiker's Travel Log, and you are going to be doing a report on an individual planet. So what we're going to do today is talk about the last few pages of the booklet that we've been working on, and this is going to tell us what's at the edge of our solar system and have we been there. We're going to talk mainly about two things, the Kuiper belt and the Oort cloud. These are two sort of objects or collections of objects that exist at the very edge of our solar system. And you're going to write about them at the end of your booklet, at the end of your Hitchhiker's Guide. And when you get done with that, you're going to move into the next project, which will be due at the end of the week here. So what is at the edge of our solar system? That is going to be these two things right here. Once you go through Mercury, once you go past Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, then you're going to get to the Kuiper belt, which is where Pluto exists, as well as a few other planets, or not planets, other sort of pseudo-planets like Pluto. And if you keep going way, way, way further out, there's something called the Oort cloud, which we are also going to refer to as a giant space bubble. And instead of me telling you all about this today, what you're going to do is go to the linked website in the Google Classroom, and you will use that NASA Planets website to research each of these components of our solar system on your own and describe them in the final pages of your guide. So tell me, how far away are they? Tell me, what are they made out of, and give me, like, briefly, again, like you have for the past pages, piece of advice if you were to travel to them. Okay, so these two things you're going to do on your own. You can look at those, you can talk with peers about what they read about, and those final pages are going to be about the Kuiper belt and the Oort cloud. Now, moving on beyond that, we are going to be starting this project I'm calling a Hitchhiker's Travel Log, which is a critique of the solar system. And for this, you're going to write a small report on one of the planets of your choosing. And this report is going to be written in the form of a travel log or a travel blog. And you're going to be reviewing the planet. This will then be part of our scale model of the solar system that we're building. We're going to try to put up planets that are to scale and put them to scale the right distance apart. And then your report will be hanging next to that planet so that people could walk up and down the hallway and learn about the solar system. Now, what are the expectations of this project? You are going to create this travel log, the format of which it's going to be an exciting review of a planet. It's going to be typed up, 1 to 3 paragraphs, and you need to pretend that you're a writer for the best interplanetary travel blog on Earth, and you are assigned to review a new planet. It could be Earth, it could be Mars, it could be any of the 8 planets, but you get to choose. Here's the expectations. You need to include these details right here. What is its surface like? Is there an atmosphere on this planet? If so, what is it made of? And if you can figure out what it's made of, I would suggest looking up, do any of those things smell? If I'm going to a planet, I don't want to be annoyed that it smells like methane the whole time, because that's what comes out of a cow. What does the gravity make you feel like? So I want you to consider, is there more gravity on this planet? Is there less? Am I going to feel squashed? Am I going to be able to jump really high because there's not as much gravity pulling me down? And then how is your planet found? And or what is it named after? Some of the planets were found a long, long time ago by ancient astronomers, and some of the planets were found more recently. So I would like you to share a little bit about how the planet was formed. Those are the 4 things I want you to talk about, and I want you to do it in a way that would say that you were the one experiencing. So if you went there, I landed on this planet, I walked out, and it felt like this. It was a sandy soil. It was a lot of gravity, and my muscles were aching, and so on. So you guys can imagine what that would be like, very, and put it into very real terms. Okay. I also want you to include some pictures from the NASA website because they have some incredible images that I want you to look through to get a feel for and experience for that planet. All right. Make sure that you include any links and credit any sources that you use for this project. The last bit is make sure that you're writing it as a blog. It can be informal and written in a way to attract a large internet audience. And you're also going to give your planet a rating out of 8 planets. I have depicted it here. You could do something similar to this or come up with your own way to show it. But a 1 out of 8 planets is not very good. 8 out of 8 would be the best planet. You should definitely check this one out. Okay, so there it is. You're going to be creating this travel log to a specific planet. You're going to pretend that you're visiting it as a travel writer. You're going to include pictures. You're going to talk about all the different things you would experience on that planet if you were to go there. And then you're going to give it a rating. That's your goal. This is going to be due by Friday, at the end of the day on Friday. And it's just 1 to 3 paragraphs with pictures. It will then be hung up in the hallway into our scale solar system to help with people who want to go take a tour. So that is your job today. You all can get to work. Thank you for listening and have a great day.